Well, all new here at 5:30, Madison, Indiana, home to the popular annual Madison Regatta, takes a major hit. 2 hydroplanes owned by the community have now been sold to an out-of-state buyer.
And the major twist to this, Connie, the mayor says it was all news to him and the city. So he fired the board in charge of the boats. Our Isaiah Kim Martinez headed to Madison today and found reported financial struggles and a contentious relationship between people in power are at the center of this loss.
The 75th anniversary of a tradition that's put Madison, Indiana on the map will be without the 2 boats bearing its name.
Not having the Miss Madison here is going to be it's going to be tough pill to swallow.
Kyle Bipes, president of the Madison Regatta.
We want to make sure that anybody that is owed money gets paid.
The board of Miss Madison Inc., the local nonprofit running their beloved racing team, sold their 2 hulls at the end of 2024.
It's really unfortunate we find ourselves where we are.
Madison Mayor Bob Courtney says they did it without giving him any notice. Courtney reacting by replacing all 5 members of the board.
Months and months worth of unpaid rent, unpaid payroll, defaults on contracts.
Now this is just a display, but hydroplanes just like these have become a point of pride for this community here in Madison, Indiana. It's why the mayor calls it a gut punch that the 2 signature boats now belong to a buyer over in Washington State.
The boats were sold for $1.5 million, and so far we are well over $1 million in claims on the assets of Miss Madison. So we're not sure how much is going to be left.
Carlos Guillen, who's lived in Madison for 38 years, heard these developments on the news.
It's sad to know it is a pride thing in Madison, because that's what Madison, if you're not from Madison, that's what you're known for, really.
Fired board member Jeff Kernan texted me the following statement. At this point, because of legal implications, our ousted board members cannot comment on the ongoing dispute between the City of Madison and Miss Madison Inc. Rest assured, our side of the story will come out in due time. Meantime, another Madison resident who didn't want to be identified told me over the phone she has serious questions.
So I think the community feels some deep concern about whether the mayor is actually paying attention to the community finances and where we are as a city, what's going on.
We're insistent on proper advice in managing this corporation in the way that it should have been done for a very long time, but going forward, it'll certainly have proper oversight.
The mayor telling me they're dedicated to ensure Miss Madison has a strong presence moving forward. But what that looks like is up in the air right now. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
The president of the Madison Regatta hopes Miss Madison's new board can create a better business and marketing model and hopefully have their own boats again in 2026.